Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? It's Ashley and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is starting off all bare face. You guys can see all of my blemishes. For the most part, my skin has cleared up very, very nicely. If you see like some redness right here, I waxed my mustache like 2.5 seconds ago and like I tried to like cover up the redness with concealer, but it didn't quite work. So we're just gonna go ahead and ignore that. In this video, I will be reviewing a foundation and also a primer and a mascara from Revlon. They launched some cool goodies. I saw this at CVS, so I decided to pick it up and feature it on my channel today. So I have the full cover foundation. It's matte. It says it lasts for up to 24 hours and I have two different shades. I have natural beige and then I also have a medium beige. I wasn't quite sure which one would be my shade, so I picked up two. I also have a new primer from Revlon. This is the Colorstay Prep and Protect Primer Base, and then I also have a mascara, which is the Volumizing Mascara. So I will be reviewing those items in this video. So if you guys are here for it, if you're excited, don't forget to press that subscribe button, and also don't forget to click that little bell so that you guys are notified anytime I upload a new video, which is 2 times a week, every single week. And without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and hop into the review. So you guys, I'm going to start off with primer. I'm going to use this guy. This is the Revlon Prep and Protect Primer Base. It has SPF 34 sunscreen. Wow. SPF 34 sunscreen. I think this is going to work really, really well in the summer when you want to put on makeup, but you also want to protect your skin from the sun. SPF 34, that's really, really good. It has 0.9 fluid ounces, and then on the back it says it provides moisture and oil control for up to 24 hours. We're gonna put that to the test today. I'm gonna give her a little bit of a shake. I do have my receipt right here. It does retail for $13.99 at CVS. It may be cheaper at Walmart, but I haven't seen it at Walmart. I have some on the back of my hand. It is a pretty liquidy primer. So as you can see, it's like dripping down my hand, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's more of a milky consistency, kind of like a milky beige. So I'm going to just put it on. It feels very, very moisturizing on the skin, and it does kind of have like a white tint to it, but I'm thinking that will go away once I really buff and blend it into the skin. But it has a sunscreen smell to it as well, but it's not like, oh my god, I'm putting sunscreen on. It barely has a scent to it, which is good because I don't really love products with very, very strong scents, especially on the face. So I'm gonna go ahead and pat it into the skin. Definitely feels very moisturizing as well, which I like. So now that I've given the primer time to set into the skin, I am noticing that it is a little bit tacky to touch, which is really, really great. So now I'm gonna move on to foundation. I have two different shades. I have 240 medium beige and I also have 220 natural beige. I wasn't really sure which shade would be my match, so I decided to pick up two so that way I could test them both out. Just for reference, this foundation does retail for $14.79. Revlon did have a promotion at CVS where you bought one, you got one half off, so I got the other one for around $7. It does come in a similar packaging to that Rimmel foundation that launched way long ago, so is it gonna be good? Am I gonna love it? Before we begin, I am gonna give you guys some specs on the foundation. I'm just gonna read it off the back. It says this is the Revlon Colorstay Full Cover Foundation. It is going to last for up to 24 hours, no caking or fading, lightweight, and it's gonna blend seamlessly into the skin. So I'm excited. It says it's not gonna be cakey. Normally when I think matte foundations, I think cakey, I think very dry. So the fact that it's not going to dry or fade or cake up, it's lightweight and it's going to blend seamlessly into the skin, that intrigues me. I'm intrigued. If you guys are familiar with any of my other foundation review videos, then you would know I like to go in with a flat foundation brush. This is my MAC 190. So I'm going to pick up some of that foundation on the back of my hand. I actually have to pump out a little bit more because that was just like a wee little pump. And we need more than that. Let's be real. Your girl likes full coverage. So I'm going to take a little bit of the foundation on the back of my hand and I'm going to just apply it to the skin. And it does go on pretty thick, but that's because I am applying a pretty thick layer of this. Now that I have the foundation on the skin, I'm going to take a damp beauty sponge and I'm going to pounce it onto the skin to really just blend it out. Do you guys see the coverage on this? Like, you can't see any of my blemishes. I'm gonna take this under my eyes, onto my eyelids, because I really just want my skin to be extra flawless. As for the color, I think it's like a little bit off. I could have definitely opted for more of a darker foundation, considering like my shoulders and my face, they don't like completely match. So I'll definitely have to go back and see what they offer for darker shades. But I do really, really love the coverage of this foundation. Let's be honest. It is really, really pretty. It blended seamlessly into the skin, just like it said it was gonna do on the back. So far, I'm impressed. I will say I can see some of my sunspots peeking through right here. So I'm gonna go in with like an additional layer to see if I can cover it up completely. It doesn't look cakey or heavy or anything like that on the skin. It really did just blend out like a dream, which is surprising because I felt like this was gonna cling on to dry spots or dry areas of my face, and that definitely wasn't the case. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of the product on the back of my hand, and I'm only gonna build it up in areas where I feel like need a little bit more coverage, like my sunspots. I feel like this is just an area that needs a little bit more attention, but more so with concealer than actual foundation. But we're gonna build her up right here, and immediately you can just see that they went away and I can't really see them as much as I did before. So kudos to Revlon. I think that the blend and the way that it sits on the skin is really, really, really nice. I'm going to blend this down my neck a little bit just so that way I don't look crazy. Just speaking on coverage, I think it has beautiful coverage compared to this side right here where I have like a lot of my scarring and sunspots, but it's pretty decent. The brush I'm gonna use to apply my foundation is what I use in every single one of my foundation review videos, and it's by IT Cosmetics. This is the Heavenly Luxe Complexion Perfection brush, the number 7. This side is the all over face brush, and then on this side is a concealer, but obviously I'm gonna use the all over face brush to apply the foundation. Now I do the same thing. I do squeeze out around the same amount of foundation on the back of my hand, and then I'll go right back into my MAC 190 flat foundation brush, and I'll just put streaks all over my face just so that way the foundation is like evenly distributed all over. This is hard to do. Let me just put the brush down, and apply the foundation how you normally would. Then I'm gonna spray my brush with some Fix Plus and let it air out. I really love to spray my brushes with Fix Plus. I don't know, it just gives me a different effect. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pat the brush onto the skin and really just buff and blend out the foundation. And as you can see, it's like really, really good coverage. Like immediately all of my blemishes are covered, which is just insane to me. I was not expecting this from a Revlon foundation. Like I really wasn't. The coverage is beautiful. I'm gonna bring my mirror a little bit closer just so that way I could get a view for how this brush is blending out the product. I don't think it's blending out bad at all. It actually still looks really, really pretty, but I will say I do prefer the side that I use the sponge on. So I'm gonna take my beauty blender and I'm just gonna go ahead and pat it over top of the side I use the brush on, just so that way both sides look even and nice. I feel like the only difference between this side and this side is a texture difference. The brush definitely gave me a little bit more streaking and a little bit more texture as I was stippling the product on the face. So in order to get them looking the same, I'm just gonna go ahead and pat the foundation. Okay, let me stop. I got things to do, places to go today. So I wanted to bring you guys in a little bit closer just so that way you guys can see how the foundation is laying on my skin. I do think it looks really pretty. It doesn't look cakey or anything like that, which is very surprising because I do feel like matte foundations can tend to look pretty cakey on my skin at least, but I do like the way that it's looking. It feels lightweight. However, I don't feel like it's a true matte foundation, and that's not to say anything bad about the foundation. I just feel like I do see some kind of shine on my face, and I know people who have oily skin can definitely agree that there is some kind of shine going on with the product. So I definitely wanted to put that out there. What I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to finish off the rest of my face. We're going to come back, we're going to talk about the mascara, and we'll go from there. All right, you guys, so I am back. I went ahead and set down my entire face with powder. I just used a loose translucent setting powder, and then I went over top with with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Powder. So that's what's sitting directly on top. I added blush, bronzer, just a little bit of highlight, and now I'm gonna go ahead and work on the eyes. I'm not gonna do crazy intense eyeshadow because I am gonna focus more on lashes, because Revlon did come out with a brand new mascara. This is their Volumazing mascara. Now, let's just talk about this really quick. Do you guys see the packaging of this mascara? It's purple. It has very bubbly font on the front. I feel like this is huge for Revlon. If you ever look at Revlon's packaging, it's nothing like this. Like, it's not. I feel like sometimes Revlon can be very traditional in their packaging and very predictable, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I feel like when you're competing with brands like L'Oreal and CoverGirl and Maybelline, they have super poppy, very eye-catching products on their displays that sometimes it's hard to compete, which is why Revlon probably isn't talked about as much as they should be in the beauty community. So I definitely feel like this is different for Revlon. So kudos to them. I really love the packaging, and I'm sure a lot of people are really gonna love it as well. I'm not gonna lie, one of the main things that drew me to wanting to pick up this mascara was the wand. It definitely reminded me of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. So when I saw the wand, I was like, you need to snag it, because this may be my new favorite mascara. We'll see. I'm gonna read some of the specs on the back. It says this is an ultra creamy formula enriched with nourishing olive waxes for amazing clump-free fanned out volume, dramatic volume with no smudging or flaking for 24 hours. Oh, was that too much? Probably, but the packaging is super cute. Definitely not something I expect out of Revlon products. So this is what the wand looks like right here. It does have a tapered brush, and it's coated pretty nicely. The only way I'm gonna know if I like this mascara is obviously if I use it. I can read the specs on the packaging all day, every day, but what really matters is how my lashes perform. So I'm gonna give her a go. Here we go. So I'm gonna start at the base of my lash, and then I'm gonna wiggle my way up. So right now, I do feel like my lashes look insanely pretty. They are nicely separated, which I like, and they're not getting clumpy. I just feel like this is huge for me. Like, do you guys see my lashes up in this area? They look hella long. Can we get these outside lashes to look that long? Or not? I actually have lashes. What? All right, guys, so this is my completed look with the mascara. I think it's very fresh. In fact, I kind of feel like I look like a little baby fetus. I look super duper like bare, but I'm not hating it. I feel like when you guys don't see me on camera, if I'm doing anything to my face, I'm putting foundation on just like this, and then I'm popping on some mascara, and then I'm out the door. But like in my videos, I'm like full glam all the time. So it's a little different to see me in a video like this, considering my videos are a little bit more done up, you know, but I'm not hating it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run to the mall. I have to actually find some outfits for Playlist Live this weekend, and then I'm gonna touch base with you guys at the end of the night and let you guys know how the foundation held up throughout the day.
12 o'clock midnight.
All right, guys, so I am back. I know I look a hot mess. This is typically what my hair looks like towards the end of the night, all wild, all crazy. I ran errands, I went to the mall, I couldn't find shit. I came home and I started organizing makeup, throwing away boxes, trying to clean up because my house looks a mess. But alongside of that, I did want to give you guys my final thoughts on the foundation. The time right now is 11:37 at night, and I'm ready. I'm ready to take my face off. For the most part, I will say that the foundation held up very nicely. It's not breaking apart in any places, like not even around my nose, not on my chin. I'm not even oily, so I am surprised. Typically I will get oily in my T-zone, and that's definitely not the case with the foundation. The mascara, it did not smudge, it did not flake or anything like that on my cheeks, so that is also a plus. I do really like this foundation. I'm going to play with it a little bit more. I'm not sure if I stayed completely matte because of the Prep and Protect primer base, or if it was truly the foundation mixed with the powders that I used. So I'll definitely try try them out a little bit more and I'll let you guys know, but for the most part right now, I am really loving the way that the foundation looks on my skin. I'm not even gonna lie. I am gonna play around with different colors just because I feel like I could get a better color match than the one that I chose in this video, but I do wanna do a flash test with my iPhone. I'm gonna do it with this camera and then this camera right here so that way you guys can see the difference. So with the front selfie facing cam, I got absolutely no flashback. Do you guys like my no lip selfie? Yep, that me. But I got absolutely no flashback. And then with this camera right here, I did get some flashback. Oh, sorry. I did get some flashback. As you can see, my face is pretty blown out. So I do want you guys to be aware of that if you guys do decide to pick up the foundation. If I had to rate the foundation on a scale from 1 to 10, I would probably rate it about an 8 just because I never rate foundations a 10 on my channel. I feel like there's always room for improvement. I really liked it. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. Will you be picking it up? Will you be passing on it? Also, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, press that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications so that way you guys are updated and notified anytime I upload a new video. So with that, I'm gonna go. I love you, and until next time, I'll be sure to catch you guys all on the next one. Time for bed. Goodbye.